I'm super glad this is the co-meet event. I love this light heavyweight scrap between Anthony Lionheart Smith and Devin the Brown Bear Clark. Personally, I think this is a perfect fight for both these fighters. I mean, Lionheart's been on a struggle recently. Nonetheless, it's against the best guys in the division, and he's getting a surging newcomer who is attempting to really gain a level in this division. Devin the Brown Bear Clark continues to get better every fight. He's overwhelming dudes by decision, but he is also beating dudes that he should beat. Alonzo Menafield, the Tarantula, Daquan Townsend, for example. Those are winnable opponents. And if the UFC is giving you a path forward, I mean, those are fights you should win. So he has picked up those ones. He's only grinding dudes out. He's not really putting anyone out. And I wonder if that killer instinct is going to be required against someone like Anthony Lionheart Smith, who is fighting for his life and his job in there, essentially. So it's a pick 'em fight as far as Vegas is concerned. Who you got in this co-meet?
Yeah, this fight, I'm very excited for it, but so I'm gonna have to actually go with Anthony Smith. When you look at the record, it does look deceiving because you see Brown Bear 2 wins, and then you see Lionheart 2 losses. But I think this is really a levels test. When you look at the losses that Anthony his last 3 losses, John Jones, then a Glover Texera, and then of course Rocket, which they actually have something in common because Rocket has smashed both of these guys. So we'll see on who's going to get out of this to basically keep their job. But Devin, I think, will still be okay. Anthony, I'm a little worried for, and that's why I think he's going to get it done. I don't see Anthony calling it quits, and I think he's actually going to get it done by decision.
And of course, when we talk about Lionheart Smith's job, we're referencing his abilities in the cage as a fighter. We see his commentary work outside of the cage, and he's definitely got a role in the UFC regardless. But as a fighter, I think he still has some left in the tank, and I'm sure is definitely believing the same thing. I mean, this is Lionheart Smith. The dude will always go out on his shield. So it's interesting to see him at a minus 130 favorite despite those recent setbacks, and to see Devin Clark as a dog who, despite him coming in on a recent streak, the Tapology numbers look like 75% is going with Lionheart Smith. Devin the Brown Bear Clark picking up 25%, a majority by decision. But I'm with you 100%. I'm going with Anthony Smith. I think just like you said, you put it perfectly. Meat. It's a levels test, and Devin the Brown Bear Clark to me just lacks that killer instinct that he's going to need in order to beat a guy like Lionheart Smith. I think Lionheart is going to surprise him if Devin Clark tries to pressure him and make this a wrestling heavy match. And I think that the jiu-jitsu of Anthony Smith could play a role in this fight. So we're both going with Lionheart Smith. Do you think Lionheart's going to get the finish, or is this just going to be a gritty, grind him out Lionheart performance where maybe he takes a little bit of damage but figures out a way to get it done?
Yeah, I kind of have it going decision. Neither one of
Okay.
these guys have been looking the best for finishes, but I mean, there's obviously the opportunity where Lionheart could easily sub or easily knock out. I mean, he's a killer on the ground, on the feet, and I think Brown Bear is definitely going to lack in both of those fields versus Anthony's skill set.
I think I'm with you on that one. The majority of the 75% on Tapology is going with decision as well. I would consider that to be the safest play for sure. So we're both going with Lionheart Smith in this one. Check out the meat event.